Our bodies have some amazing designs that work well with the world around us, but when the world becomes increasingly man-made, some things stop working the way they were intended. Some easy tricks can make all the difference in getting the sleep we need.
Welcome. My name is John Fleckenstein, a Solutions Coach. It's great to have you with us on a Solutions Coach channel. We do the research to find what works and what does not, letting you spend more time living your best life. Don't forget to like and subscribe below and comment too, so we can make this channel better for you. Want to give me a call? See the link in the description below. Now, for my co-host, Dr. Decon, who is really excited about the solutions he has to share with us today. He's practically animated.
Thank you, Coach. I'm Dr. Decon, and today's solution is we will be discussing a favorite subject of mine: sleep. We will uncover why it eludes us, where we can find it, and how to fall asleep consistently, fast, and while getting the best rest possible. You may have heard about the US Navy's trick to getting quick sleep. We discuss that in another video. Here in this video, we will discuss ready-to-use ways to grab those Z's tonight, with 6 things to start doing, and 3 things to stop doing, and one big lie we've all heard about sleep. Don't miss out. This video could change your life. So let's dig in. Start being mindful of your environment. Try a cooler environment, especially in the summer. When you sleep, your body goes through a lot of changes, especially as it goes through the sleep cycles, and they are all important to getting the most rest and recharge out of your shut-eye. Staying too hot actually impedes REM sleep, which we all know is very important to high-quality sleep. To actually get started, your body has to drop 2 to 3 degrees. To help make this happen, experts recommend you keep your sleeping temperature in your room around 65 degrees Fahrenheit, 18.3 degrees Celsius. While on the subject of environment, try to keep clutter away from your sleeping area, even the clutter we are used to. Clutter leads to cluttered minds, leads to minds full of things other than sleep. It is all connected. Start with a hot body. This trick may seem a little contradictory to the first one, but as you will soon see, it will just allow us to better tap this temperature facet of sleep. Healthy and helpful routines are very valuable to getting good sleep. They allow us to set up behavior triggers to help guide us to sleep. More on that later. One helpful routine is take a very warm shower before bedtime, symbolically washing off the stress and concerns of the day, and also changing your body's thermal principles. You see, when you take that warm shower, 104 to 108 degrees Fahrenheit, 40 to 42 Celsius, you accelerate your body's cooling mechanism. This will make it easier for your body to drop your core temperature after you get out of the shower and into a cool room and are preparing to sleep. Don't go extreme here, we don't want to overheat, and going from hot shower to cold shower is more likely to get you an energy rush. Simply shower warm, step into your cool relaxing room for sleep prep. Start by putting sleep in the right light. Our bodies have some amazing designs that work well with the world around us, but when the world becomes increasingly man-made, some things stop working the way they were intended. Some easy tricks can make all the difference in getting the sleep we need. Our bodies have a natural design to feel a sense of energy and productivity during the day, and a lot of that is coming from exposure to blue light. This is especially true of the blue light we all get from our TVs, late at night, our late-night computer projects, or games, and of course our inseparable relationship with our phones. It's no wonder cats, like myself, have little problems sleeping. We aren't addicted to blue light devices. So what can modern-day humans do about this? Limit exposure to 1 or 2 hours before bedtime. Some computer screens, TVs, and cell phones have settings that can help limit blue light. One thing I recommend is getting quality blue light blocking glasses. You can wear them an hour or so before bed and start preparing your brain for restfulness. The coach should have in the description below a link to help you get set up on some good, quality, blue light blocking glasses. I highly recommend them for modern day humans. They help. Start turning down the lights before you turn down the covers. Again, our less than modern body design responds to changes in light. Our bodies expect bright lights during our active day and darkness during sleep. We should make sure to get plenty of sunlight during the day. While man-made light is no substitute, I want to encourage everyone to keep their daily routines in well-lit rooms. The chemical changes that occur in our body, triggered by both bright natural light and the night, is well known. You need both to get the best out of your day and your night. Room darkening curtains in the bedroom can be very helpful if your schedule needs to accommodate less than perfect sunrise, sunset conditions. Maybe people around you have their lights on, keeping your room in less than ideal lighting conditions for sleep. This is where I strongly recommend sleep masks. You don't have to get the most expensive light-blocking sleep masks. The only thing we need to do here is to block out most of that light when you close your eyes. I personally prefer the room-darkening sleep masks with just the right amount of light blocking, as they allow your eyes and body to respond to the natural brightness of a new day, without keeping it artificially dark of night all day. We should have some ideal sleep masks that the coach and I found for you in the description below. I highly recommend them. They have my stamp of approval and can fit any budget. Start paying attention to your routines from the moment you get up to the moment you want to fall asleep. We all have a tendency to get into bad habits in our routine, usually because of convenience or specific events that happen and the make-do, temporary arrangements that come out of it. Then of course, those temporary arrangements end up sticking around until they become a part of our daily routine. Changing them can be complicated by the fact that we have grown comfortable with these routines. Sometimes, these bad habits involve us doing fun things, productive things, and good things. And you may not want to change this. However, if they are getting in the way of good sleep, then changes must be made. We should be winding down for bed, having most non-bedtime activities done an hour or two before bedtime. Try finding alternative times to perform these daily activities. Common, not-for-bedtime activities that should be kicked out of bedtime include exercising, eating a big, nutritious, or sugary snack or meal, caffeine, coffee and tea, phone calls and texting with friends and family, conflict resolution, reading work email, budgets and paying bills. Exercising has so many wonderful benefits. However, exercising right before bed is not advisable. I understand it helps you sleep, but it also helps keep you awake and alert. Remember, have all intense activities done and complete an hour or two before bedtime. Eating and snacking big at bedtime is unhealthy and disrupts more than just your sleep. Experts suggest eating big in the morning, moderate in the afternoon, and light at night. We will probably discuss more on this in a future video on healthy diets, but for now, keep in mind that a big late meal can be very disruptive. This includes drinks, and not just sugar and caffeine. Keep a watch out for coffee and tea as sleep disruptors. Phone calls and texting. Having important family meetings, disciplinary actions as parents, reading emails from work, budget work, and bills, these things have a tendency to build stress and increase cognitive function. Find sleep healthier times for them in your schedule. Examples would be when you first get up in the morning with breakfast, during lunch break, right before dinner, right after an early dinner? Find something other than right before bed. It is important to live our lives while the sun shines, so we can use the natural darkness of night for sleep. Most of us need to retrain our brain for bedtime sleeping. So while we are laying down in bed, what things should we be doing? Counting sheep? Does that actually work for anyone? If you insist on counting sleep, try reversing the number. Instead of counting up on sheep, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Instead count down. Our subconscious attributes a rising number as an increase of activity, whereas a countdown, such as 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, leads our brain towards a resolution, such as sleep. Try counting down from 200. Let the repetition work in your favor and help your brain get tired and bored. 100 is too easy. For extra effectiveness in counting, imagine stairs starting on step 200, and each count down is one more step down, till you get to step 1, where a super comfortable bed awaits. Open to considering something other than counting? Perhaps listening to music is your thing. Try to keep away from anything new or upbeat. Songs that include sleep and rest in the lyrics are good, and please, not anything about being wide awake, or anything that makes you laugh. Let's keep those beat-pumping songs for your active daytime listening. I guess that means those funny cat memes on your phone might not be a good fit. You are at least wearing those blue light blocking glasses, right? Okay. You can try reading a good book, perhaps, while wearing those blue light blocking glasses in the description. I recommend you stay away from scary and mystery books. Are you a spiritual person? Have you considered using this wakefulness to pray for friends and family? Many people experience a sense of great calming peace coming from prayer, leading to sleep. Specifically, I suggest praying for others. It is safer than praying for your own problems, which can lead yourself back into stress, or the anti-rest, problem-solving brain. Besides, it's a great thing to develop a new, unselfish habit. Perhaps meditation? Coach John likes to encourage people to use this time to calmly list all the many everyday things they are grateful for, in a simple praise to God for all He has done. It is amazing how trying to list all these incredibly mundane things we usually take for granted can lead us to sweet sleep. I know we already discussed caffeine, but it's worth mentioning again. Considered to be one of the most powerful legal drugs that is depended on by millions of humanity. Caffeine will affect your sleep. Even if you think you are exempt, your sleep cycle probably tells a different silent story. Unlike the other activities mentioned, with an average of 2 hours cut-off time, the average cut-off period for caffeine is 4 to 6 hours before bedtime. For those with caffeine sensitivity, you will need to increase that up to as much as 12 hours or more. Sleeping pills. I have yet to discover a sleeping pill that is not habit-forming. Nearly every type of sleeping pill tends to grow less effective over time. Eventually, many find that the sleeping pill isn't even working anymore, and they are taking them to avoid the consequence of not taking them. Don't get trapped here. If you don't need them, don't take them. Sound good? Moving on. You know what doesn't mix well with sleep? Or sleeping pills? Alcohol. Even if you are one of those people who tend to get alcohol sleepy, there are numerous risks associated with this. For example, alcohol is known to aggravate snoring, with potentially dangerous levels of oxygen obstruction. Furthermore, alcohol consumption, especially an hour or so before bedtime, is known to severely impact the body's natural sleep cycle. This disruption of your sleep cycle can contribute to getting sleep that leaves you feeling even more tired afterwards. Next on the sleep's bad romance list is catnip. Oh, wait. Sorry, wrong list. The next on the list is cannabis or pot. Please believe me, you don't want this bad romance. Studies have consistently shown that pot does indeed affect sleep. Many use it to go to sleep, but once again, we return to the fact that getting the wrong kind of sleep can be dangerous to your health. Simply put, pot use changes your sleep pattern away from the natural healthy safe norm. You may end up getting oversleep, which can have many health consequences, including losing rest from your sleep. Others in the studies showed that the drug drastically shortened sleep, depriving them of needing sleep time, pulling them out of sleep before they got their complete rest. Either it will lead you to oversleep or undersleep. Think of it as a severe case of living on a steady diet of just fast food, starving your body of what it needs, while gaining unhealthy weight, compounding on mounting health problems. Do I need to mention it is habit forming? If you are listening to this video, you are probably suffering from inadequate or poor sleep. So please, do yourself a favor and just say no. Don't use the bed for something other than sleep. We live a lot of our life by association. Let me demonstrate. Ever need to use the restroom just because you went there for some other reason? Maybe to check something in a mirror? Even though you didn't think you needed to use the restroom, just by going to that room, you felt the need. You have associated that need with that room, and your body is happy to oblige to that conditioning. Now take a moment to look at your daily routines. Where do you spend your days when at home? What are you doing? Maybe paying bills and similar stresses? Where are you when you are on the phone, having a lively talk or text? TV? Streaming? Playing games? Or laptop surfing? Where are you when you are engaging in these activities? If you answered, your bed. This could be a problem. If you want your body to associate your bed with a good night's sleep, then you need to train your body that way. Make a conscious effort to relocating these things to different rooms or furniture. If, for example, you like doing your computer work on your convenient laptop in bed, consider investing in a desk, or at the very least, perhaps using your sofa for your laptop adventures. You probably have many years of poorly associating your bed. Changing this may take time, but when you correctly associate your bed and pillow to sleep time, this is going to be huge. Don't spend the sleep time on problem solving. The hardest habits to break are the ones that we actually enjoy, without realizing we are doing them at the expense of things we need, like sleep. Like the other things mentioned in this video, they tend to sneak into our bedtime routine. The coach has admitted guilty in this area. Like perhaps many of you, he enjoys occupying entire portions of the day dedicated to solving a diverse range of problems. I can tell you, he is quite addicted to coming up with solutions. I guess he is in the right line of work as a solutions coach. There was a time when he fell into the habit of solving problems in the stillness of the night, and being addicted to such problem solving, the time would fly by, and before long, he was facing the reality of getting much less sleep than was optimal. Of course, cats would never let such a thing happen. Sleep is just too important to us. But as a human, there are things you can do about these activities that you don't want to give up, the ones that are costing you valuable sleep time. For example, if you are the kind that likes to solve problems in the middle of the night, you can try to find other times, or activities, for the problem solving. Perhaps you can adopt your problem solving times to go with long walks, or perhaps you can get up earlier, with all that great sleep you will be getting, to take a long morning, think time, showers. Remember, if it is important enough to you to fix your sleep, then you will find a way. One thing that can help is talking to an expert solution coach. I understand Coach John has a link in the description below, allowing you to discuss these problems with him directly. Live. One-on-one. I'd check that out. The rates are quite affordable, private, and confidential. You can always catch up on sleep. False. Wrong. Nope. Not true. That is a lie. It's just not true. Reality is, once you have lost sleep, it is gone. Tonight's bad sleep lingers on. So many people act like they can catch up on sleep lost. Perhaps with naps. Or perhaps foolishly thinking this will improve their sleep the following night. Let me be clear. You can't make up for lost sleep. You can't get 50% sleep one night, and then get 110% sleep the next 5 nights, and think that it will all balance out. It doesn't work that way. The best you can get is 100% for each night. 100+% doesn't work. I hear you asking about naps. In truth, naps can help repair some of the damage, as that is what sleep does, is repair, but you need to be careful about those naps, so as not to get into a routine that will further damage the quality of the sleep you are getting. Follow these 2 very important rules when napping. Number 1, no napping for more than 30 minutes. If you satisfy some of your late cycle sleep before bedtime, it can make it harder for you to reach it again when it is time for sleeping at night, often leading to waking up in the middle of the night and having a hard time going back to bed. By keeping your nap at 30 minutes, you will help keep your nap sleep in the earlier cycles, leaving the later cycles ready for the real night's sleep. Number 2, no naps after 3 p.m. Try to keep your naps in the early afternoon. Napping after 3 p.m. can play havoc on your sleep cycles and make it much harder to get to sleep at night. You don't need to confuse your brain about when it is, and when it isn't, time to sleep. Remember, getting good sleep is about preparing the best environment and routine possible to train yourself to engage in the best pro-sleep routines and activities while removing those things that hurt your sleep. A lot of it takes time. A lot of it takes practice. Some things like sleep masks and blue light blocking glasses can make a big difference in skipping ahead in these practice sessions. Remember, the coach has made an opportunity to discuss this with you personally, one-on-one in an easy, quick coaching call. See the link in the description below. Other things take environmental planning and problem solving. If sleep is important to you, there are things you can do. Out of all the things we invest in, quality sleep will always pay you back. It's worth it. I hope this video has been helpful to you. I am going to turn it back over to a solutions coach, John Fleckenstein, and wish you all sweet dreams.
Thank you for joining us on a Solutions Coach channel. I look forward to hearing from each of you as you like and subscribe below. You can find additional solutions and ways to support this channel, including one-on-one personal consults with me, John Fleckenstein, our Etsy store, and other fun opportunities in the video description. Until next time, remember that every challenge comes with a rewarding solution. Stay positive and be blessed.